Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV for the next round of the IROC Dirt Series. The big blocks are in action. Qualifying already underway. Dylan Yeager is quick time so far. My name is Alex Robinson. Brett Wheeler. And Brett, the old band's back together here. I haven't worked with you in ages.
The old Brett, did you just say? Wow, Alex. Jesus.
Well, you are older than me.
Oh boy, but I'll tell you what, it's going to be back here on Ultimate Dirt TV, the IROC Dirt Series, and if you go back to the original series, Alex, the inaugural races for the IROC Dirt Series, we in fact covered that race.
I do remember that. I covered a race with you that one time.
Yeah, and it wasn't even at Bear Camp that one time.
Right? But Dylan Yeager, Blake Majulis, Jacob Harberts, Drew Hopkins, and Buddy Ware, your top few here. And three separate winners so far this season. Dylan Yeager, Jack Xion, and Ethan Toder. So Blake Majulis yet to park it in victory lane this season.
And I find that very hard to believe as well, because, like, not that I don't believe it, because I've seen it happen, but we'd all know the capabilities and the resume that Blake Majulis has when it comes to iRacing, right? To see him over the first 3 weeks not be able to park any race in victory lane, it just goes to show you that the competition in the IROC Dirt Series is really stepped up a notch here.
Yeah, and right now the points coming into tonight, Colby Horner is your current points leader, Drew Hopkins in second, as Hopkins has just been consistent again. We always say about Blake Majulis, consistent is key. Well, Drew Hopkins is taking those into effect. Then Travis Wellman, Dylan DeWert, that's your top four. Then Dylan Yeager, the first winner. He won last week. So Dylan Yeager, the only winner within the top five. So the other four drivers have yet to win a race here, but have just been consistent enough to be in the top of points.
Now, am I correct in saying this one, was it Ethan Toder who won the first week, Jack Xion won the second week, and Dylan Yeager won the third week? Am I correct in that one?
Oh, look at this guy. He's been following along.
Yeah, and I've actually got a memory too. I can't believe it.
I feel like you've been stalking me or something. You've been watching my broadcast.
No, I've been here for Tommy. I'm kidding.
Yes, well, Tommy Rowe not here tonight as real race season has kicked off, as he got Friday night was canceled, but he did run Saturday, and yeah, I don't disagree with Tommy. I wouldn't want to drive. I think he said it was 5 to 6 hour drive home, so I don't disagree with Tommy. I wouldn't want to do that overnight too. So Brett Wheeler is going to join me on that one. So Yeager goes quick time, Majulis, Harberts, and Hopkins top four, Buddy Ware top five, and here we go, heat race action. Brett, I want to say 3 heat races.
I will let you know here in a second. Hang on. Yes, 3 heat races. I'll tell you what, I'm going to let you do the grid for a minute. I've just got to change one thing on the overlay.
So starting on the pole, he set quick time. That 48 machine of Dylan Yeager looking for back-to-back here. Then on the outside, the 157 machine, Drew Hopkins, who's sitting currently second in points. Dylan DeWert Jr., he starts on the inside of row number 2 to the outside, the 20 of Cole McCubbin. Then it is going to be Bud Mullinex in the 883 machine. To the outside, it's Andrew Cox starting in the 6th spot. Starting in position number 7, it's Colby Horner in the 15. To the outside, 17 of Brett Rolls. Then it's going to be Kerry Howell and Billy Roberts in a row number 5. Then it is Michael Vitale and Travis Wellman will round out the 12-car field here for heat race number 1.
Right, sorry. Was just getting something fixed on the overlay, Alex. There we go. We should be good to go now. Oh boy. Well, welcome everybody to Ultimate Dirt TV. Race number 4, the IROC Dirt Series here at Kokomo Speedway. Alex, I'm very excited for this racetrack, and we've seen an update get pushed out. 2 updates over the past week, and I'm going to say the racing's been a little different. But Alex, heat number 1 is all yours, buddy.
Justin Toll got a little confused here. Green flag is out. And yes, Pro Late Models will be also on Ultimate Dirt TV later on tonight. But we're 4 wide already. And Brett Wheeler, that's a little sketchy.
Well, they somehow make it work through the first 2 turns. They'll make it through turns 3 and 4. Dylan DeWart Jr. now looks to the inside, looks for the race lead. Jaeger venturing upstairs, and something we don't see too often, Alex, is Dylan Jaeger running the boards.
Dylan Yeager is trying to get that top side to work. I don't think it is happening right now. It's Dylan DeWart Jr. on the bottom side. So is the 157 there of Drew Hopkins. So Hopkins looking impressive here, trying to lock into the show. But there comes Dylan Yeager again. So that top side is there, but it's not there at the same time. As you see Dylan Yeager, he said he's going to make it work here. He's going to run in himself, and he is pretty much running up against the boards.
Yeah, he's not afraid to send it upstairs. 2 distinct racing lines at the moment, halfway home. 4 down, 4 to run. The IROC Dirt Series race number 4. Look at the 157 entry of Drew Hopkins. We go yellow in heat number 1.
So caution flag out here. Brett Wheeler, does this make this a green-white checker when we go back?
It depends if the caution laps count. If the caution laps count, yes, it will be.
So the 88 of Mullinex gets into the 5 machine. The 5 machine does a little bit of a... So Cox goes for a few barrel rolls, but he's back on all 4s. He's going to get rolling. So, ooh, boys. Good thing our leaders checked up there. But Andrew Cox kept rolling, so they stay on track here. Brett Wheeler. Pretty good heat race number 1.
Yeah, I got to say, I'm impressed with Dylan DeWart Jr. Actually, just happened to be rolling the bottom side. Excuse me, Jaeger. Well, we all know when it comes to Dylan Jaeger. I won't say 100% of the time, but I could say probably 90% of the time you'll see him just catfishing it around the bottom side of the race. But Alex, just to go back to your question earlier, we are on lap 6. Once we go back, no, there he goes, back 5. So we'll start lap 6, and not a green-white checker, but a green-white checker. How about that one?
Oh, well, that sounds good enough for me. So the curse is still not in order here, but green flag is back out. Dylan DeWart Jr. He's going to lead us into turn number 1 and 2. Dylan Yeager goes to the top side. There's that 157 machine of Drew Hopkins, and there goes Yeager. He might lose that spot here because now they're 3 wide here for that 3rd spot. Give McCubbin, give Yeager, give Brett rolls. That's your battle for 3rd.
Colby Horner moves into position number 3. He's up 4 positions. So started 7th, up to position 3. Jaeger, after starting on the pole, he's back there in 4th position, and he's given up the bottom side. Very surprised. The white flag is out. 1 to go. Alex in heat number 1.
Dylan Yeager live and die by the top side apparently tonight here, but Dylan DeWart Jr., he's going to go out of turn number 3, and for Dylan DeWart Jr. wins heat race number 1. Drew Hopkins in 2nd. Colby Horner, he's going to beat Dylan Yeager for the 3rd spot. And I want to say, if it's like every other week, I want to say top 3 only advance.
Was it not top 4 last week?
Is it top 4? I don't remember.
I'll check here in a second. But
I've had so much. I've had so much this week.
Yeah, there is your official results. Dylan DeWart Jr. getting the win over Drew Hopkins and Colby Horner, your top 3. Dylan Yeager, Colin McCubbin makes up the top 5. Let's look at your ultimate TV starting grid while that is playing. Alex, there you go, top 4.
It is top 4.
Yay!
Starting on the pole here.
Again.
So starting on the pole of heat race number 2 is that 127 machine of Blake Majulis. To the outside, the 69 of Buddy Ware.
Row 2 to the inside is going to be Aaron Brown. The 56 to the outside, Old Fergie. Chris Ferguson from position number 4.
Starting inside of row number 3, it's going to be Terry Smith to the outside, the 14 of Ian Logan.
Row 4 to the inside, position number 7, that's Jack Jean. To his outside, the 33 of Tyler Reed.
Darren Chores, he starts on the inside of row number 5 to the outside. It's Anthony Morano and Kelly Wheeler. Any relation to Brett Wheeler,
Negative.
starting position number 11?
Absolutely not. Why would you want to be related to me?
So here we go. Heat race number 2. Green flag is out. And Blake Majulis is going to lead us into chaos as Majulis pulls away, and I don't think that was a clean start, Wheeler.
Well, poor old Chris Ferguson and Buddy Ware got caught up involved in this one. Let's take a look. The instant replay on the screen. Let's keep it on the 22 of Ferguson. And it was the 69 that was just a little slow on the start. That was Buddy Ware, and unfortunately Ware did get tagged from behind, and somewhat just the way it goes, Alex, sometimes. The outside row. The outside row's got to be very quick, especially when you got Blake Majulis just waiting to fire off. And like I said earlier, Alex, he's actually looking for his first feature race win.
Yeah, never thought you would say that. Blake Majulis through 3 weeks. 3 races complete, no feature win for that 127 machine. Just a bad luck season so far for the 127. Looks to regroup here, but in this heat race, you have a feature winner, the 24 of Jack Xian, who is going to restart in one of those coveted transfer spots.
Mouthful of food, caught me at the wrong time. I thought I could get away. I thought you were still going to go, but here we go. Excuse me, 1 lap in the book, so don't mind the laps on the overlay. It'll fix itself up after we roll around for 1 lap. Blake Majulis gets back on the gas. Green flag is back out, heat number 2.
Majulis leads him into turn 1 and 2. A better start this time. Now Jack Xian, he's going to try and do the same thing Dylan Yeager did and rip the top there. He's going to hold on to a 4th spot here, trying to close in on Brown and Smith, but he has company behind as well, because there is Ian Logan chasing down that 24 machine and Terry Smith as well. So we have a 4-car, 5-car battle for position number 2 through 6.
And a 3 wide battle for the runner-up spot. You notice the different line Jack Xian is running compared to what Dylan Yeager was. Same in 1 and 2, but 3 and 4. Alex, watch the 24. He cuts it down to the middle of the racetrack. There he goes, 3 wide to the outside, and we are yellow.
Caution flag waves, and I think that has something to do with Buddy Ware involved again. So let's see here at the instant replay. There's the 69 machine of Buddy Ware. And
classic. Classic case of, you know what doesn't move, Alex?
Tractor tires do not move.
No. But
he can park there.
He can. Well, it depends where he stops. Okay, yes, that is pit lane. He can park there. But I mean, that's just a bit unlucky because there was one car that was behind him, and unfortunately, the iRacing caution does come out. He somewhat done the right thing, Alex. You know, he drove that back thing and drove the car back into pit road and just trying to do the right thing and keep the race going. But fortunately, iRacing a little sensitive with the cautions. And by the way, we're going to be halfway home, so 4 down, 4 to run once we go back green this time. Hello, Nicholas.
Does Nicholas not know that I can see the chat? So hello, Nick.
Well, that was up to you, Alex. I wasn't going to tell you. Green flag is back out. Heat number 2. And Logan going to go around. We'll go 3 and 4 wide for the race lead, but now it's 3 wide, 2 wide down the back straight. Over the 24 of Jack Xian battling with the 56. Aaron Brown. Here comes Tyler Reed in the 58 looking down to the inside.
Tyler Reed there, he's made some hard-charging efforts here. He's going to slide up in front, at least get 1 spot. As Jack Xian there, he's going to go side-by-side here. So Jan and Reed, that is a battle for your 2nd spot here. Jan, he's going to hold the outside. Reed on the bottom side, 2 to go.
2 laps left to run. The 127 of Blake Majulis and Jack Xian on the 24. Top and bottom, and then top and middle goes Jan. So, Alex, the different lines working in heat race number 2 to what we've seen Dylan Yeager, who was able just to rip the lip. But tell you what, 1 flag is out, 1 to run. Alex, we're 3 wide, almost down into 3 and 4. Checkered flag going to fly. Blake Majulis going to come away victorious. I'm going to say, those laps, Alex, they go really quickly when there's a hell of a battle between for the race lead.
I tell you what, fixed setup racing it's really improved on iRacing lately, and I love it because it's close battles, close quarter battles throughout the race, and it showed here again. Blake Majulis taking home the win, Tyler Reed, Jack Xian, and Aaron Brown taking home the 4 coveted transfer spots out of heat race number 2. The rest will go on to LCQs later on tonight, but final heat race of the night. Starting on the pole, it is the 80 machine of Jacob Harberts. To the outside, week 1 winner, that is Ethan Toder.
Trying to tell his story in victory lane, it's going to be Nick's story from position number 3. And John Darby for TFM Esports, driving the 00, will start from position number 4.
Blaze Baker starts in the 5th spot there inside of row number 3 there. I can't get my words out. And to the outside, it's Eric Tupper in the 115.
He could have gone with inside position number 6. That also would have worked. But I may butcher this name. Logan Cateles out of position number 7. Matt Watford out of position number 8. Is that right for Logan? Cateles?
I thought it was Cottles.
Cot?
No. Nope. Maybe. I don't know.
I got no idea. Anyhow, move on.
So, inside of row number 5, it is going to be Joseph Grandy, Jake Henry on the outside, and Logan Wentz rounding out your 11-car field here for your third and final heat race of the night, LCQs, and then feature racing time here at Kokomo. Brett Wheeler.
Alex
It's
Robinson.
going to be fun.
Isn't this a pretty sight right now?
I like this camera.
Ah, don't you? I do too. I almost want to call the race like this. But we're not going to. We're going to go back to heat race. We go back to the normal camera for heat number 3. Green flag is out, final heat race of the night. And Jacob Harberts leads them down into turn number 1.
Big story there in that second spot. Now here comes Ethan Toder. Toder going to take a book page out of Blake Majulis' book there. I couldn't think here for a second. So Toder going to rip the top here. Nick Story. That's Nicholas Leonard's favorite driver there. Nick Story in that second spot right now, trying to hold off Ethan Toder.
Yeah, that might be Nick Jr., I believe it is. I think that might be Nick Jr. Darby.
That is.
Darby to the inside on Toder, but Toder using what line that Dylan Yager was running in hit number 1, although cuts back under the slick out of turn number 4, and the battle is on for the final transfer spot. Although both drivers so far are looking to put their machines directly into the 40-lap feature event tonight. Jacob Harvest continues to lead the way. Alex, we're halfway home. 4 down and 4 to run.
John Darby, Ethan Toder, those two going at it here. Nick Story, he is holding on to that second spot. This battle for the third spot is still on behind them. There goes Toder, there goes Darby, but keep an eye, the 77 of Blaze Baker there. Also Joseph Grandy. Those two cars are closing in here on that battle for third and fourth.
Yeah, Baker, Grundy as they work side by side and wheel to wheel. Grundy on the inside in the blue and white machine, the purple and white 77. That's Blaze Baker on the outside looking in, looking for a better starting spot in tonight's B main. Should they finish there in 5th and 6th position, but Jacob Harberts will receive the white flag. 1 to go, Alex.
Harbert's out in front, then it is Story, Toder, Darby right now. Darby going to go to the inside yet again here on Toder. Out of turn at number 1 and 2, down the back chute into 3 and 4. It's going to be Jacob Harberts taking home heat race number 3. Nick Story. Then it is going to be Ethan Toder inching his way past John Darby there. And Joseph Grandy does take home the 5th spot there, so he will have a comfy starting spot for an LCQ.
Well, heat number 3, 3 heat races are done here for the IROC Dirt Series Big Block Modifieds. Big Setup Racing. Heat 3 are done. We'll have our last chance qualifiers. And I say qualifiers because there is 2 of them. Let's bring up the results first for heat number 3. And they are Jacob Hartman's Nick Story, Ethan Toder, and John Darby. Everybody else you'll see either in B main number 1 or B main number 2. And let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt Series starting grid. Alex, 12 laps, top 6 will go through.
Starting on the pole, it's going to be Cole McCubbin in the 20 machine. To the outside, it's Joseph Grandy.
Road 2, Anthony Morano for position number 3. Michael Vitale for position number 4.
Inside of row number 3, it's Blaze Baker. And to the outside, starting 6th, that's Darren Shores.
Andrew Cox from position number 7. To the outside from position number 8, that's Matt Watford.
Buddy Ware starts in the 9th spot. To the outside, it's Bud Molinex and then Logan Coddles. I think it's Coddles.
We're going to go with it. Logan, if
we're going to go with it.
Yeah, Logan, if we butcher your name, please tell us. And we apologise. We are far from perfect. Right, Alex?
Far from it. Brett Wheeler, I just get paid to talk.
Yeah, nice.
Right?
We all can't live that high life, Alex.
I don't know what high life you're talking about.
You just said you get paid to talk, yeah? Did you not? Living the high life.
I don't know what high life you're talking about. Maybe in 2 weeks we could talk about a high life, but we'll get there at some point as green flag is out here of LCQ number 1.
12 laps, top 6 going through to the main event, the 32, and Anthony Morano quickly moves up to position number 2. Joseph Grandy back there in position 3 in the 518. Look at the 69 of Buddy Ware, still trying to work the outside. He's got a long way to go. We got 2 by 2 down into 1 and 2, Alex.
McCubbin and Grandy there behind. So Grandy Morano there. Oh boy, we're checking up hard. We're saving. We're trying. We're not saving. And
they're still green.
We're still green though.
Yeah, hell of a job by the drivers. Now there's the yellow. Oh, 32 with Anthony Morano, just that left front just caught the infield tractor tire there, but I don't think he hit it all that hard. Fortunately for him, the yellow was out. Let's have a look. I believe it had something to do with Darren Shaw's. Maybe not.
No, it's this one that we were saving. We thought we saved it, and then we didn't save it. Oh. Brett, how did the 88 get on two wheels?
I'm not sure. Let's have another Captain Cook, shall we? Let's have another look. Tire.
Oh, hit the tire.
Yeah.
So he had contact there, tried to floor it and save it, and well.
And like I'm just saying, like I'm gonna pause it here, and I hate to pause live TV or even a replay, but if you're there right there and you still hit that tractor tire, that is just mind-boggling because you've got a whole racetrack.
He goes up on two wheels and saves it, but guess what? We're trying to save 6 spots to the A main, and that green flag is back out here in LCQ number 1.
Yes, again, 12 laps of distance were completed. 4, we've got 8 to run. Top 6 will go through to the back of tonight's 40-lap feature event. We're nearly 3-1. Look at Buddy wearing the 69. He'll now dive down to the inside on the inside of the box of the 5 of Cox. The 5 is Fox and Cox. It makes Fox contact. Look at the 64 entry of Coddles working to the outside.
Boy. Buddy Ware, he clips a tire. He goes on two wheels as Brett Wheeler, I think that's become a custom here tonight. A lot of those cars have been on the verge of flipping, just have saved it. But right now, Buddy Ware, he's trying to save a spot for himself into tonight's A main dance. But right now, he has Michael Vitale. Here comes the 64 machine there of Logan Coddles. So Logan Coddles, who started in the back of this A main field, he's moving up front.
Yeah, started in, dead last in the field, 11th starting position. He's up to 7th. He's got some company with Blaze Baker to the inside. So Logan Coddles in the 64. He's still on the outside looking in now. 3 wide momentarily in the middle of 1 and 2. Contact with the 77, Blaze Baker. He's going to go around and we see a yellow. Not just yet. We stay green with 3 to run. And there is the yellow.
So caution flag is out. Brett Wheeler.
Hello.
Knock on wood here. As long as we don't have an incident like last night at the Southern All Stars, how it will be a content person today.
Are you talking about where someone got drilled not once but twice, but about 3 times on the racetrack?
And then not 1, not 2, not 3, but apparently 4 people got cuffed after the race.
Yeah. Yeah, look, I don't think that's going to happen here tonight. Just going to say. Some people may get a slap on the wrist, but no, look, I think so far. I mean,
I don't think you did something really worse than wrecking someone here on iRacing if you got cuffed on the wrist by some handcuffs.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's probably best not to dive into that conversation.
Good choice.
Tell you what we can dive into. A 3-lap shootout to the end of B main at number 1, Alex.
Oh, Nick's proud of his son. I didn't even get to say it. Nicholas Leonard is proud of his son, Nicholas Leonard Jr., for making the A main car upside down.
I've got no idea who that was, but I just seen him go up on 2 wheels and they were just yeet.
I think it's Blaze Baker. I have a bad feeling that was Blaze Baker.
Nope. Michael Vitale.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. And he was, if we go back to this, two, three, four, 5. He was battling for that transfer spot.
Not the way you want your night to go.
Not the
He's
way
still on
you
track,
want
so that's a
not
good
to end.
thing. He's still on track.
Yeah, but I mean, like, let's be honest. We've got 2 to run, so Alex's favourite time of the night. Should be no, we're going to go back to 3 to go, so we technically didn't even start that lap before the yellow was out. So 3 to run, and he's got to move up. What, he's about 3 or 4 positions, so I mean, it's possible. Alex has probably got the capability to do so if things go his way as the green flag goes out. 3 laps left to run. Oh, buddy, we're upside down in 1 and 2. Turtle.
Brett Wheeler, now it's my favorite time of the night.
Yes, I was just getting us ready for that time of the night, you know, Alex.
I think these drivers wanted me. I think they wanted it to happen, and they did anything in their power. As they went 3 wide there on the restart, and yes, I understand you're battling for positions, but right off the green to go 3 wide is not the best option at a short track like Kokomo.
Well, I mean, just yeah, well. They're fighting for a transfer spot, Alex. They want to make it into the show. I get where they're coming from. And I get that, you know, people get desperate because, Alex, they want to be in that 40-lap main event. They want a chance at the money.
Brett Wheeler, desperate times call for desperate measures. And as the saying from Daytona went, either win or bring me a steering wheel in LCQ format, that is, either or bring me a steering wheel or make the feature.
I think I'll bring you a steering wheel, thanks.
That's normal occurrences. That's how I feel most of the time here because I will fight till the very end, but usually it's not enough. So green flag is back out here. 6 make it to the dance. The rest will go home here as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to say 7 cars are still on track.
Correct.
So 1 car on the track here will go home out of this one. And there you see Michael Vitale. He's back up in the mix here after going and rolling over. So he is battling for a transfer spot.
Back there's 8 cars on the racetrack, but 1 car is 2 laps down, but down into 3 and 4 for the final time. Checkered flag is out. Cole McCubbin takes the win just over Joseph Grandy. Logan Connells in 3rd. Darren Shores, Anthony Morano, and Bud Molinex will round out the 6 cars. Let's take a look at your official results before we move into B main number 2. There it is. McCubbin, Grandy, Connells, Shores, Morano, and Molinex will get the top 6. Everybody else, well, time to pack it up, go home, and get ready for next week. Here, B main number 2, Alex.
Starting on pole, the 98, that is Terry Smith to the outside, the 17 of Brett Rolls.
Logan Wentz lines up from position number 3, Kelly Wheeler from position number 4.
Billy Roberts starts on the inside of row number 3 to the outside, the 115 of Eric Tupper.
The bloke starts 7th, he's got 2 first names, that means he can't be trusted. That's going to be Ian Logan. Kerry Howell to the outside from position number 8.
Jake Henry starts on the inside of row number 5 to the outside, shockingly starting back of the pack here in this LCQ. It's Chris Ferguson and Travis Wellman will round out the field here. So 11 cars, 6 go on, the rest go home. And Brett Wheeler, it's do or die for Chris Ferguson here because he needs to make the show here. To keep up with this points battle, he needs to make a feature appearance here tonight, or it's going to be a tough road ahead the rest of the season for that 22 machine.
Well, we'll see if we can do it. Someone later tonight will put their victory lane in the park at Brian Corson victory lane as we get set. Final B main, final last chance qualifier on the night here at Kokomo, the IROC Dirt Series. As we're green down into 1 and 2, and look at the 71. That's Brett Rolls down to the outside. The 99, Billy Roberts now makes it 3 wide on the bottom side.
Contact being made. They're going to try and save it. They do save it here, but now he almost slides back up into a 3-wide battle here as they come out of the torn. It is 3. Now make it 4-wide battle for that, what is that, 3rd spot? 4th spot.
4th spot. No, yeah, 4th spot. Oh, 5 wide, Alex. How do you like that one, if you don't mind? 4, and they went 5 wide through 1 and 2. They'll do it again down into 3 and 4, Alex. You know it's on when they go 5 wide here at Kokomo.
5-wide battle here. Let's keep going. Now they're back to 4 wide here for these battles. Again, 6 spots for the feature event happening here. Still a 3 to 2 to 4. It doesn't matter where it is because they're battling it out for position number 4, 5, 6.
Have a look at the 22 sneaking his way through the field on the bottom side of the racetrack. Chris Ferguson now goes to the middle, the inside of the 11 of Kelly Wheeler. Watching right now, Logan Wentz in that 18 machine. They've got the bubble spot right now, but there goes The 115 of Eric Tuppett to the outside. So Tuppett's in 5th. Logan Wentz back to 6th. And Chris Ferguson back there in 7th. And here comes Fergie now making a charge through the middle of the racetrack.
Chris Ferguson trying to make a run here. He's on the outside here. Of Logan Wentz are side by side going into turn number 3 and 4 here. Battling it out behind them is also Kelly Wheeler, Ian Logan. In front, it's Tupper, it's Wellman. So Chris Ferguson is in a hornet's nest here of guys trying to make the show.
Talk about some big movers. How about this, Alex, from dead last to position 4. Look at the 2 machine, Travis Wellman, +7 in the space of 8 laps, and he was there a couple of laps ago, so he passed more cars than what he did laps. And that was just to start off the second B main, but right now Wellman, Brett Rouse, Tupper and Chris Ferguson, they've got the final 3 transfer positions. Ferguson's got it right through the middle of the racetrack. Here goes Tupper back to the outside, getting a run down into turn number 3. And, well, I think Jack Shine showed him the way right now. Top 1 and 2, middle 3 and 4. That's the place to be.
Yeah, the battles continue on here. Ferguson, he is trying to make the show here. Logan Wentz right behind him here. So that 22 machine not out of the woods yet, but in front you see Tupper, Wellman, and Rouse. White flag in the air here for LCQ. At number 2 up in front, it's Terry Smith.
Smith leads the way down the back straight away for the final time. The final B main goes green to checker. Checkered flag is out. Terry Smith gets the win ahead of Billy Roberts in 2nd. Brett Rouse in 3rd. Eric Tupper 4th. 5th, we'll go to Travis Wellman, and getting that 6th and final transfer spot, we'll start dead last in the feature event. That is Chris Ferguson. Let's take a look at your official results on screen. There it is. No change to the top 6, unfortunately, for Wentz, Logan, Wheeler, Henry, and Howe. They will find themselves packing up and getting ready for week number 5. Alex, we've got a track reset. We've got a warm-up session for these drivers, as they now have. Now, I'm not sure whether they're going to get the full 5 minutes to run this racetrack in, but it's up to you what you want to do. Seeing as though you're the lead guy, I'm going to follow your lead.
Wheeler,
Yes.
we're going to step aside. And we're going to let everyone enjoy this as nature calls, so I shall return.
You must choose fire. I want Actor out alone, riders on the storm.
And the music was good and the music was loud.
And we are back here at Kokomo Speedway. It's feature time. It is feature time here tonight for round number 4. Starting from the back to the front, he locked in on the nitty-gritty of his teeth. That is Chris Ferguson, starting position number 24. To the inside, it is Bud Molex.
Position number 22 is Travis Wellman. Position number 21, Anthony Morano.
Starting outside of row number 10, it's Eric Tupper. To the inside, the 01 of Darren Shores.
We go to the 9th row to the outside, position 18, Brett Rouse. Logan Connell's on the inside from position number 17.
Starting in 16th, the 99, that's Billy Roberts. To the inside, it's Joseph Grandy.
Terry Smith will line up at a position number 14. Cole McCubbin from position number 13. Alex, I'm going to take this road just to switch it up. John Darby will start position number 12, and Aaron Brown to the inside from 11.
Starting in the 10th spot, the 48, that is going to be Dylan Yeager. To the inside, another past winner this season, it is Ethan Toder.
Well, continue on with the winners. Jack Sean will start from position number 8, and Colby Horner from position number 7.
Row number 3, it's Nick Story on the outside. To the inside, it's Tyler Reed.
Drew Hopkins will start from position number 4. Jacob Harpers from position number 3.
And on the front row, it's a pair of New Yorkers. The 127 of Blake Majulis starts on the outside. To the inside, the 31 of Dylan DeWert Jr. That is your 24 cars and stars of the IROC series here tonight for 40 laps at Kokomo. And Brett Wheeler, it's about to go down because it's time to throw down here at Kokomo Speedway for your A-Main Showdown. Green flag is out.
Green flag is out. Dylan DeWert Jr. leads us off down into 1 and 2. Majulis is sending upstairs on 3 and 4 wide through turn number 1 and 2. Hopkins to the outside of a 3-wide battle. The 3 feature winners so far all started 8, 9 and 10. Alex, so they've got a lot of work to do. We're still 3 wide down into 1 and 2.
Blake Majulis already trying to make that top side work. Remember, in Majulis' heat race, he finally found it there as it was Dylan Yeager who showed the top side in heat race number 1. It just wasn't there for him, as now the 157 machine of Drew Hopkins. Hopkins trying to catch up into the top 5 here, but there you see the 3 machine. That is Nick Story, and the 4 machine of Ethan Toder in front of the 157.
Good battles going on all over this racetrack right now. The 15, Colby Horner, as he works to the inside there on Blake Majulis. Majulis again still working on the top side of the race. We're 4 down, 36 laps left to run. The battle is starting to shape up for the race lead. Jacob Hart's closing in on Dylan DeWert Jr. But right now you watch this battle between Colby Horner and Blake Majulis. They rocket down into 3.
There you see that 15 machine there of Colby Horner. There you see Blake Majulis on the outside. In front, though, Harberts and DeWert Jr. That is a side-by-side battle for your race lead. So battle for the race lead, and Majulis there closing in. And look at the guys behind him. Tyler Reed, Nick Story, Drew Hopkins, Ethan Toder. They are still in tow.
Jacob Harberts is now Union race leader. He led lap number 6 as DeWert Jr.'s got some company from Colby Horner. Horner tries to stick the nose up on the inside. Majulis is hitting the bullet right now. He's figured, well, I might just roll the bottom side as he gets up on 2 wheels, gets into the side of the 15. We stay green for the moment, everybody. Keeps it going. We complete our 8th lap, still 32 to run. 1 car upside down, hard. Colby Horner in the 15, that is, Alex. Tough break.
So Colby Horner, who came in tonight, remember, I'm pretty sure I said he was the points leader coming into tonight. Yeah, so Colby Horner being the points leader there. There you watch here as it is going to be contact and the car upside down. That's the 15 machine. So, Brett Wheeler, we might have a change in the guard here for your points lead after tonight.
Oh, there might be a good opportunity for these drivers. Like Colby Horner is still on the racetrack, being scored in about 18th position, although I dare say that he will be given the EOL, the end of line penalty. And I actually used that reference, Alex, at a racetrack just a couple of nights ago when I was working down at Canberra Speedway. Someone brought out the caution, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna bring it into play. I'm like, yeah, he'll cop an EOL, end of line.
Yeah. Brett Wheeler taking some notes here. Brett Wheeler, a legend. Not even a legend in the making. He is a legend at this point in his career, Brett Wheeler.
I'm calling.
But
no, I'm calling you out on that one. No, I disagree.
You're a legend.
No, I'm just a cripple that talks about race cars.
So I thought the pace truck was off, but apparently the pace truck is back on the raceway.
That's definitely on. It's half a straightaway in front, half a track in front. Ready? Watch top of your screen now. There it is.
Yeah, Brett Wheeler, you're a legend. I'm a never was.
They may have gone a lap early, but we'll.
Apparently we're green. We're just going to drag race it to the green flag. Apparently here, as I'm at a loss of words there, Brett Wheeler. All I know is Blake Majulis is battling for the race lead.
He's got it down into 3, but Harbert's now going to fight back to the middle of the racetrack. Harbert's and Majulis side by side. We are yellow.
So now the real question, is this yellow because of the start, or is this yellow because of the incident?
Alex, you know the answer to that, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Good boy. You have learnt something. I can't see anything, so I'm going to say maybe because of the start. Although Nick Jr.'s back in the pits. Now I wonder if this yellow was out before. It looks like it was. Let me try something else. Just trying to see if maybe someone went around. Can't see anybody going around. No, I'm just gonna say, yeah, probably back for the start, Alex.
Well,
the restart is upon us. We're back underway. We're 10 down. We'll make it 11 laps completed across the start-finish line for Jacob Harwood. Still 29 laps to run, Alex, and still a fair way around the Kokomo Speedway.
as here we go, the 127 machine there of Blake Majulis. He is now behind that 157 there. Here comes the 4 machine of Ethan Toder. Toder on the top side there. He's trying to close in on this lead pack here as Drew Hopkins there trying to go to the inside on Jacob Harberts for the race lead. But right now it's still Harberts. Hopkins, there's Blake Majulis now coming back into the screen, as so is that 4 machine of Ethan Toder.
Yeah, Majulis, Toder going upstairs into 1 and 2, and again maybe trying to use the top 1 and 2, middle 3 and 4 line, although Majulis is just sending it upstairs along with Ethan Toder. They're the only 2 drivers that I can see that are inside the top 10, top 15 that are just absolutely sending it and ripping the lip around Kokomo. The 58 of Tyler Reed gets a little shot in the shorts from behind from Dylan Yeager. Yeager give it a nice little hurry on now. Here comes Majulis. He works his way up on the top side of the racetrack once again. Looks to get around the 48 and Yeager does so. Now slingshots up into position number 3.
Blake Majulis making the top side work here, but he's still behind your race leaders by over a second. That is Harberts and Hopkins there, and then you have Majulis, Reed, Toder. They're all right there in tow here Ethan, Toter especially. Talk about guys regrouping this week. Majulis, Toter, Jaeger, Jack Xian. Guys that had tough weeks last week are now back in the top 10.
Well, and the three feature winners all find themselves sitting inside the top 10 also as we go yellow. Probably a yellow that Majulis didn't want to see, actually. Well, probably a double-edged sword here, because he wanted to see it, because now he brings it back up to right up on the tail, the rear bumper of those big block modifieds, but also he'll now get an opportunity to maybe stick it on the bottom side if we go to that double file restart. Alex, where I think we're about a lap away from half race distance, number of cars going into the pits getting their quick repairs done. But have Majulis and Toda, have they opened up the door? Have they opened up the eyes of everybody else on the racetrack to rip the top? Because that top is super quick right now.
Yes, it is. Wheeler, this is still anybody's race. I've come to that conclusion as we come to halfway. This might be one of those races, like it has been the past few races. It's anyone's race to win here, but the top 5, even top 10, have been racing so close together here. Everyone has been swapping between the top 5, top 10, back and forth they go. Anyone can come out in a podium spot with a win here, especially watch that 157 of Drew Hopkins.
Well, he'll have a good opportunity. The pace car pulls to the infield. Lap 19 will be complete once we go back to the restart. Then we'll have 21 laps left to run. Here it is. Jacob Harberts leads him off down into turn number 1 and 2. He's now going to go to the top side. Blake Majulis looks for the race lead down into 1 and 2. 3 wide for the lead. Now Harberts back to the race lead. Then 3 and nearly 4 wide through 3 and 4. Alex, and Kokomo's putting on a show.
There you see Hopkins, Majulis, Harberts, Reed, Jaeger, Toter, DeWerk. They're all right there. Here comes now a 3-car battle. Make it 4-car battle for that second spot as there's Reed, there's Toter, there's Jaeger in tow. Here is also Jack Xian now. Jack Xian, he's going to go to that top side. Let's see now. There is Jan. Does he run the line that he ran in the heat race beforehand? There he goes right through the middle. You see him in the back of your screen. So Jack Xian, he's going to run the same line he did in the heat race. So keep an eye on that 24.
I'll tell you what, I'm glad I got a wider angle of this camera action right now, because it really shows how much racetrack is being used. You've got drivers running the complete outside, you've got drivers running the complete inside. 3 wide, Majulis goes right through the middle, Hopkins on the bottom, Hopkins down to the outside. Hopkins still holds on to the race lead. Hopkins back low through 3 and 4, Majulis back upstairs. Alex, this is going to be the raciest Kokomo I've seen in a long, long time.
Harberts, Hopkins, Reed, Majulis, Jan. Now he is in a 3-car battle there. Talk about your past 3 winners. They're battling it out 3 wide. Those 3 go. Toter, Jaeger, and Jan closing in on your top 4 there. As there you see Majulis, Harberts. That top side not really there like it was a little bit earlier. You see the exit corner, though it is, as Drew Hopkins, he's putting around the bottom now. There's Dylan Jaeger. Dylan Jaeger, he's where he wants to be, Brett Wheeler. That's on that bottom right along the tires.
Sun coming back out as the overcast clouds just start to move away from the racetrack. So the sun starting to beam on the racetrack. How will that affect the surface towards the back end of this feature event? Drew Hopkins has led the last 3 or 4 laps right now. Harvard still running in second position, goes to the middle of the racetrack. Inside goes the 58 of Tyler Reed, Majulis and Toner. They still send it upstairs through 3 and 4. They'll do the same into 1 and 2. Alex, it's still anybody's ball game. We are yellow with 12 to go, and I'm still no better off on trying to pick a winner.
I got nothing for you, Brett. I got nothing for Nick either.
Well, speaking of Nick, Nick Jr.
Nope.
Nick, surely you tell your son he can't park there and the wall does not move. I get the feeling that Nick should know that by now.
They really should.
Part of me wants to put the logo up on screen, but the other part of me doesn't. You know what? I might just might leave it for another broadcast. But Nick, please tell your son that the wall does not move.
But Wheeler,
Alex,
this is still getting good. We're about 10 laps to go soon here, and this is still getting good.
Wow, 11 to go. Pace truck is infield. 11 circuits around Kokomo Speedway. Drew Hopkins, your race leader. Jacob Harberton, second. Tyler Reed, third. Blake Majulis, fourth. Dylan Yeager, fifth. Ethan Toder, sixth. So it's still anybody's ball, and I still think anyone inside the top 10 has got the potential to win this race. Green flag goes back out. It's still Drew Hopkins leading the field. Look at Majulis. Now he's going to go upstairs. We've got 10 to run. 3/4 of the race distance completed, Alex.
Hopkins still your race leader. Hear that battle for second there. You saw Dylan Yeager on the bottom side. Now Blake Majulis. He's going to get past for the 4th spot there by Jacob Harberts. Here comes Ethan Toder. Now Toder going to go to the outside here. So Hopkins still the race leader. Harberts now under pressure as he gets passed by Reed and Yeager. So now Tyler Reed, Dylan Yeager, they are sitting in position number 2 and 3.
Gee, all you got to do, you just watch Dylan Yeager in the 48. You really watch a masterclass on the bottom side. Just in how he can keep it down there, but also how he can keep that speed. He's showing these boys how to get it done. He started position number 10. He is +7. He's not hard charger so far. Travis Wellman +10 at the moment. So Wellman moved his way up through the field. And you go back to that second PMA knowledge where Wellman went from the back of the field dead last up to position number 4. But right now, you're watching the battle for that 3rd, 4th, and 5th position on the racetrack. Just in front of, or just behind, sorry, your race leader in 2nd place runner. 6 to go, Alex, and here comes Majulis with a full head of steam on the outside.
Blake Majulis, he's building up momentum on the top side. Here he comes to the outside of Harberts. Gets by Harberts, gets by Yeager for the time being here. So Blake Majulis, he's trying to get the run. He gets it out of the corner of turn number 2. Into 3 and 4 they will go. Majulis, he's chasing down now that 2nd place spot, the 33 of Tyler Reed. There you also see Yeager still on the bottom side, but so is Reed and Hopkins on the bottom side here. So if Yeager has the speed here, he's getting caught behind the other cars.
Majulis is coming thick and fast with 3 to run. I think he's going to run out of time. I doubt he's going to be able to pick up 3/10 of a second here on your race leader. He certainly makes a good crack at it through 3 and 4. Alex, we're now just 2 laps away from the feature event being done here at Kokomo. 11.5 to go. You can bring us home, buddy.
Blake Majulis, he is making a run. He's going to go to the outside here of Reed now. Blake Majulis, he's closing in on your race leader of Drew Hopkins, but white flag is out. Drew Hopkins looking to become the 4th winner in 4 weeks here in the IROC series down the backstretch. Into turn number 3 and 4, the Kentucky boy. It is Drew Hopkins taking home the win at Kokomo. Blake Majulis, he's going to come home in 2nd. Tyler Reed 3rd. Dylan Yeager, Ethan Toder, your top 5. So Blake Majulis still gets the 2nd place finish there tonight, Brett Wheeler. And talk about a run for the 157 and the 127 there. 2 guys who made it work here tonight. But Drew Hopkins becomes the 4th different winner in 4 weeks of racing here for the IROC Dirt Series.
Unbelievable finish and an unbelievable race here at Kokomo. I just knew once we came to Kokomo tonight, it was just going to be those racetracks where you just had a good feeling about how it was going to be. And, well, how it went for Drew Hopkins. He will become your 4th winner in 4 weeks for the IROC Dirt Series Big Block Modifieds, as Hopkins gets the win from Blake Majulis. Tyler Reed home in 3rd. Dylan Yeager 4th. Ethan Toner going to round out your top 5. Jacob Harberts in 6th. Jack Shaw 7th. Joseph Grandy in 8th. John Darby 9th. And Dylan DeWitt Jr. in 10th.
Coming home in 11th, it's Aaron Brown. Terry Smith in position number 12. Travis Wellman, 13th. Brett Rouse, 14th. Eric Tupper comes home in position number 15. Chris Ferguson, he's going to come home with a decent 16th finish here. Anthony Morano in 17th. Cole McCubbin in 18th. Darren Shores, 19th. Billy Roberts rounds out the top 20. Then Colby Horner, Logan Cottles, Bud Molinex, and Nick Story. Going to be the only car to not finish here tonight. So 23 cars finish the race, and all 23 on the lead lap. So a great race between all 23 drivers there. A tough break again for Nick Story. But Brett Wheeler, we will take a quick step aside here, and we will be back with Victory Lane interviews. And we are back, and we're going to go right down to Victory Lane here with the 157 machine of Drew Hopkins, if I can't move him. I can't move him, so Brett Wheeler, we're in trouble.
Okay, let's go down there.
Okay, so we're going to go and talk with everyone here. So Drew Hopkins coming home with the win here. And Drew, you take home the win. You were so close over the past 3 weeks, but tonight you get the job done. And I think it's safe to say you're the new points leader after this week.
Feels good. We've ran good the past few weeks. Just had a few breaks, like week 1 at Eldora, a little bit of contact, and then just just finished 7th. I think last week we finished 3rd, so finished 2nd. So it just feels good to finally come home with a win.
And again, halfway through the season here, just about halfway through, we're closing in there. And now, Knoxville next week. Then I think that schedule's supposed to say Cedar Lake. It says Cedar Grove. So Cedar Lake, then Williams Grove. So Knoxville, Cedar Lake, and Williams Grove coming up. What is the plan there going through these next few weeks?
Just consistency. If we can qualify good, run up front in the heat race, and just keep starting up front like this, we need to start mid-pack on back. It's kind of hard. There's a lot of carnage that happens, but if we can keep the momentum going, just start up front. We're pretty good at those tracks, so if we can start up front, I think we'll be pretty good.
Well, we know you got a lot of great sponsors and great teammates helping you out in that 157, so take some time and thank them all here for the win tonight.
Yes, sir. I just want to thank first and foremost, I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Without him, none of this would be possible. I just want to thank all the guys at CFM Esports, Blake and Evan, for helping me, and Dylan for all they do. Keltner Contracting, Kentucky Dirt iRacing League, Newton's Cattle Farms, and I just want to give a special shout out to my girlfriend.
Well, that is your race winner here tonight, the 157 of Drew Hopkins and Brett Wheeler. It feels like the gang's back together because you're talking to an oh-so-familiar person, the 127 of Blake Majulis.
Yeah, it almost doesn't feel right if we don't talk to him here on Ultimate Dirt. To be home in second spot tonight, drives the 127 entry of Blake Majulis. Blake, congratulations on second place, and maybe another 5 or 10 laps, and it might be a different story.
Yeah, man. Drew drove a great race there, just made no mistakes and held his line, and if I was leading like that too, I probably wouldn't have risked moving up. But unfortunately, there made some bad calls on lines and ended up catching myself being up there, and that was really my only option if I was going to get close to the leader. So it ended up working real good there at the end. Just needed probably 5-10 more laps, whatever, and I think we would have been there. But like I said, it was a good race. I had fun up top. I felt like the lines could be pretty even there, and made for a pretty good race.
Yeah, absolutely. You're absolutely 100% right on that one. Is making sure that you guys put on a show, and that you guys did. We go back to the heat race. You went upstairs again. You lost the race lead. You ended up finishing. No, you actually won that heat race, but you tried the top in the heat race, and then you tried it again. Were you most comfortable upstairs?
I don't even know. I don't know. I honestly just thought it would be better than it was. I was comfy up there for sure. I never got into it once. I just kind of ran it and, felt pretty consistent up there the whole time. I was never too much in danger up there. So, and that's pretty much just what I had working at the end. So I didn't want to give up on it and run what everyone else was running, and it almost worked out.
Mate, you had the inside line on that final restart with 11 to go. Was there a thought of maybe changing that line, changing up, because starting on the inside means you had an opportunity to continue running that bottom side, or even go back to the middle of the racetrack? Was there any plans to change that, or just once that top was clear, just to go back up where you were running, where you felt comfortable?
Well, I knew the middle wasn't good. I ran the restart before I knew it wasn't going to be good, but I thought bottom could be good, and I think I hit it just that first lap or something like you said and moved up. But I knew I had to get by Jacob, and I didn't think I'd have enough momentum on the bottom. I know the bottom would be good in open air, but I don't know. It would have been hard to pass. So as soon as I saw the top, I had it working before, and I thought it got a little bit better there at the end. I think it was the better line. Just you got to have the green flag run to get the momentum built, and like I said, just needed a couple more laps. But yeah, I figured if I got to the top, that would be the only way I could possibly win the race.
Now, here's probably a stat that you don't want to hear, but 4 weeks you get to put this 127 on the top step. Why is this so difficult for you at the moment to try and get this win?
Yeah, I don't know. I know the first week there, we came from a straightaway back and had a great race with Ethan, and then Lima Land we wrecked, and then I missed last week. So, I think we get a couple drop weeks, so that'll help in my favor. Just got to be smart. I'm usually good in these points deals, so even if we don't win, just get the best position we can and try and hold on for the rest of the season and pick up what we can.
No, but look, well done on second place. Good luck for the rest of the season. Blake, before we let you go, of course, sponsors, shout out to that good stuff, buddy. Who makes the wheels happen? Who makes the wheels turn on this 127 car?
I appreciate it. Just all my guys and teammates at Majula C Speed Shop, CFM Esports. Appreciate everyone over there. We had another great run tonight. Drew winning. Congrats to him. Race XR, WR1 Sim Chassis, Represent Limited, Reliable Energy Solutions, Design 75, ML Performance, Brett Wheeler, Ultimate Dirt TV, Alex, thank you. Rocky for helping with the adminning. Everyone that helps the series out and everyone that watched, I appreciate it.
All right, there we go, guys. Blake Majula's home in second spot. Alex Robinson, you will need to grab Tyler Reed with our third place finisher.
Yeah, coming home in third place, Tyler Reed, and another consistent finish for you. It's either been a hard-charging effort or now a podium. So the momentum keeps running along, consistency as always. But talk about how the season has gone. You went LCQs the first few weeks, had to go up and make hard-charging efforts, but now a podium finish here tonight.
Yeah, man, I've been running late models. I'm primarily a big block guy, but I've been running late models more and more and took some time off the big blocks. And when I seen this season open up, I was like, this would be a fun little thing to do. So took a couple races to get back in the swing of things. And I'm just surprised we're even third tonight. Kokomo is probably one of my hardest tracks I have to focus on.
And now we're closing in on that halfway point here. Cedar Lake, Knoxville, Williams Grove still on the schedule here, as well as some more tough racetracks. We also have Lanier, Lernerville, Fairbury, Lucas Oil, and I-55. What track are you really dreading, and what track are you really looking forward to on the schedule?
Oh, the next three I'm absolutely loving because those are like my three favorite tracks, especially the Grove. I've had my most success there. But I probably would say Fairbury or I'd say I-55 is going to be some of the tougher tracks for me.
Brett Wheeler, you hear that, right?
What? No, actually, I was not paying attention. Can you repeat that?
You hear that? He likes Williams Grove.
Hey, look, no, listen. Now, let's not get the words twisted, okay? When it comes to racing on the racetrack, Alex, it's one of my favorite tracks on the service. When it comes to broadcast stuff, I hate it.
Well, Tyler, we know you got a lot of great supporters behind that machine, so take some time and thank them here for another great run.
Yeah, I just want to thank Super Speed Motorsports, 585 Speed Secrets, House of Speed for being the boys and helping me out if I ever need any questions and with driving stuff, RH1 Karting and Drinking, Cocky Floyd Consulting, and just everybody that helped out on this thing.
That is your third place finisher tonight of Tyler Reed and Brett Wheeler. Before we finish this one off, you got to talk to the hard charger here tonight of Travis Wellman.
All right, well, he moves up 9 positions from dead last in the second B main. He gets a transfer spot, starts position 23, Travis Wellman. Congratulations on picking up tonight's hard charger from 22nd, buddy, to 13th. You must be pretty comfortable.
Oh, yeah. Able to do that at a track I despise that I hardly ever put laps on. You can't ask for better.
What is it? You said you despise this racetrack, and we've all got those tracks on iRacing. What is it about this racetrack that just seems to and take the words out of Chris Ferguson? What is it about this racetrack that rattles your cage?
I just never make much laps on it in any kind of car. But I mean, it does get exciting for the fans, but it was just all around the tires tonight, just riding the bottom and just trying to stay consistent.
Let me go back to that second B main. You're in the space of about 6 or 7 laps. You're able to go from 11th up to position number 4. So you passed quite a few cars in the early goings of that C main. Or the B main, I should say. Did you learn anything from that B main that you used for the A main? Because a similar sort of racetrack was developing after the track got a reset.
Yeah, before we started the feature, the track was really slick, and I knew I had to make moves fast. And I just went with the shortest way around the track on the bottom. And luckily, I was lucky enough to get around them.
Well, after what started off not too good of a night, having to run from the back of the B main, ended up turning out to be somewhat of a good night. Again, as you say, a track that you despise. So from 22nd to position number 13th, make sure you tonight's hard charger with +9. Travis, congratulations on that hard charger. Before we let you go, of course, sponsors on this race car, people behind the scenes who gets this done for you.
Agility Speed Shop, CFM Esports, Sweet Victory, VLR, Spartan Transportation, and VLR for putting this on, and the broadcasters can't thank you all enough.
All right, there we go, guys. Travis Wellman from 22nd to position number 13. That is +9, and your hard charger here tonight. Alex Robinson, back upstairs to you.
So that will do it here tonight. I'm pretty sure Tommy Rowe will be back in the booth next week. Brett Wheeler, it's always a pleasure to work with you, my friend. And next week, we will be at Knoxville. Brett Wheeler will call it the sprint car capital
of the world. You know it, baby.
It's 100% not. That is Central Pennsylvania. But
it's definitely
we are at
not in
Knoxville.
Central Pennsylvania. Come on, we can have this discussion on air for the next 3 hours if you like. And I'll tell you right now, it's the sprint car capital of the world.
But we are at Knoxville next week, following Cedar Lake, Williams Grove, Lanier, Lernerville, Fairbury American Legion Speedway, I-55, and then Lucas Oil Speedway will wrap things up here for the IROC Dirt Series. For Brett Wheeler, for Rocky Battenfield, for everyone behind the scenes at IROC and Ultimate Dirt TV and VLR, my name is Alex Robinson, and God bless. Good night. We will see you all next Sunday night.